Instagram. Y'all heard that. So we recording. Hey YouTube. So this is New Day Oracle. So New Day Oracle is in the Altar Time series on my Hey Elena YouTube, and it is pretty much a series where in the morning when I feel led to be here in the morning, I'm pulling some cards to get y'all started with the day. So the first three cards, okay, some cards just fell on the ground. So the first three cards are going to be shared here on Instagram. And if you want to see the rest of the reading, you're going to have to join me in the YouTube for the rest of the video. And if you want to see the extended show notes, well, including photos of the spread. And I'll pull an additional few cards for my paid Patreon folks. So there's multiple levels. So it is choose your own adventure over here. That is what everything is all about with me. So if you are going over on the Patreon, you have three options: free, and then you have multiple paid tiers. And if you get to that $44, you get 15 minutes of strategy with your Oracle, okay? So let's go. So the first of these few cards that I'm going to share is right here. Okay, so this is still connected to the promise you made. Oh, you are still connected to the promise that you made. Welcome, Terrence. So you popped in just in time. So still connected to the promise you made. The promise that you made to yourself, you're still connected to it. The promise that you made years ago, you are still connected to it. Okay? Don't think that you're not. The beauty of this is that this means you can be easier on yourself. This is a slow down, stop being so hard on yourself card. So many people are currently regurgitating the trauma that they may have experienced getting bullied or having somebody in their family pick on them. But if you really think about it, you have kept your dream. It's been locked up in your heart. But guess what? You're still connected to the promise. And because of that, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. So you're still connected to the promise. And our number 2 card is communicate wholeheartedly, wake up and pay attention. There is something for you to wake up and pay attention to, and you need to communicate wholeheartedly. So what do I mean by wholeheartedly? With your whole heart. With your whole heart. So communicate with your whole heart, okay? So communicate wholeheartedly, wake up and pay attention. So it's very possible that you wake up and you pay attention, and the thing maybe that you're connected to is the thing you're meant to communicate. And this is the last one for the Instagram folks. I decided I was not going to blank. There's something for you to remember that you decided that you were not going to do. This is the season to remember that. So this just these three cards feels like a very, very personal message. You are still connected to the promise that you made, and you need to communicate it wholeheartedly. Maybe it's communicating it wholeheartedly to yourself, and you decided that you were not going to do something. So in product thinking, this is a shout out to anybody who may be interested in doing a product discovery course with me. So think of yourself as the premium product, or think of your business as the premium product. Please send me a DM or comment with the word evolve if you're interested in this upcoming training that I'm going to be doing on product discovery. All right. So you are needing to think about what is the action that is actually keeping you from the promise. Woo! This look, when I do these oracle readings, they are for me just as much as they are for you. So, what is it that you're doing that is keeping you from the promise? Because that's really how it works when it comes to having successful products. We have to think about what behavior needs to shift in order for us to meet the business goal. So, let's think about ourselves as royalty and we have a domain. And maybe there's a particular goal, whether it's in the budget or it's in the harvest from the gardens or it's in the livestock. There's various areas, there's various facets of your life. Where are you missing out on the promise? But you're only, oh, let's see if we can get, okay, let's see if we can get Instagram back. You're only missing out on the promise because there's something you decided not to do and you're doing it. See y'all later on YouTube, Instagram. I hope you join me on YouTube for the rest of this reading. Be well and love yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, look, I need to do the tags later. I'm tripping. I'm tripping because I'm not gonna edit this. Look, I should have just started playing some music, but we don't want to end up in copyright issues. Okay, let me let me just put that there. All right. All right. I completely forgot you was still here. Apologies. Okay. I will do in the future. It's like, okay, I'll move much quicker. I mean, I felt like I was moving quick. All right. So let's continue to reading. I should have been like boo boo doo doo doo. Because that's the song in my head. Be right here. Right here. Be right here. That's going to help you get to your success. So, since you're completing, like continuing to watch with me, and the secret's going to be is that I'm live streaming on TikTok, but it's not going to save. So, the people who watch on TikTok, they're actually getting to see the second half of the reading, which is going to be cool. Like, this is all an experiment. This is all an experiment. Okay, so this is New Day Oracle reading. Ooh, oh my. All right. I'm gonna get a more professional setup one day. One day. But till then, we doing our thing. All right. So we are making sure I'm gonna be paying attention to both. Let me see if I can get my screen closer so then I'm like not having to look into places. Okay. All right. We're going to continue with the reading. So, this is the Oracle reading continued. So, for the folks that are on TikTok, we started off with you are still connected to the promise that you made. And then we are at communicate wholeheartedly, wake up and pay attention. And then I decided I was not going to. What is it that you are doing that is blocking your blessing? For me, I think it's I need to be going to sleep at 10. What am I doing? I decided I was not going to like not rest. All right. We're here though. We're here. All right. So the next thing that is up for y'all is worshiping. Okay, I'm worshiping you by listening to you. There's somebody or some energy that you can be worshiping by listening. This could be a very spiritual thing, like by meditating. I am listening to the Most High, the universe, my ancestors. Or maybe you need to listen more in the relationships in your life. Okay. And so by listening to the people in your life, you will be able to learn more. By listening, maybe you need to listen to yourself. Maybe there needs to be some self worship going on. Maybe there needs to be some worship of a higher power. One or the other. All right, let's see what we got in store for the rest of this reading for this cheers to a new day, this new day. All right, so Sophia has been heavy on me. Sophia, look at, you saw that card just fly out? So this is wisdom from Sophia. Elevation. I am rising above ego and urgency. I am rising above ego and urgency. I don't know who that is, so I'm going to decline that. I know, like, look and see what happens. Like they're probably gonna be like, "What are you doing?" They would be like, "You want me to do a reading for you?" Quick invites. It's nobody that I know. I'm not just gonna do. Yeah, it's nobody that I know. All right. So elevation. I am rising above ego and urgency. Now is the time for you to rise above your ego, rise above your sense of urgency. It is time. Slow down. I just want to get to know you, get to know yourself. Get to know yourself by slowing down. All right. And at the top, well, it was already here. So lucid dreaming. So when you slow down, you'll have more time to dream. You will have more time to dream. You will have more time to have, it says lucid dreaming, 70% less side effects than social media. It's the classic joyride. No joke, and an amazing taste. So give yourself some time to lucid dream. Maybe lucid dreaming is important to someone. All right, let's find out. So let's find out from our collective ancestors. So my name, the AI Oracle, is for ancestral intelligence. And so I'm here for the collective intelligence from our ancestors because we were all one. We didn't like start off divided. That is not how we started. So ancestral intelligence. Whoa, intelligence. All right, let's see. Let's see what came out. There's a lot. Okay, there is a lot. My mom probably going to use this for the rest of the reading. All right. My madness is my blessing. My madness is my blessing. What are you mad about right now? It's a blessing because it's going to help you with coming up with ideas to then support something. It's going to help you with your business because that madness helps you identify a pain point. So this is the convergence of my oracleness with my design thinking, product thinking brain. When we think about our businesses and being an entrepreneur, we have to think about what is it that we are mad about? And it's a double entendre, something that we are upset about, and then also something that we are obsessing over. Whatever we are obsessing over, I hope it's your customers' needs. And remember, you're the premium product in your life. So I hope that you are obsessing about your needs in some way. Somebody needs that message. You need to remind yourself you're the premium product. You need to remind yourself that by filling into yourself, I hope you have a blessed day too. By filling into yourself, you will be able to share the overflow because that's what it's all about. Oh, thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you so much. And I hope that these words are a blessing to you. Pour into yourself, your community, your family, where you live. It's all blessed by you blessing. You blessing yourself is blessing what the Creator made. Think about it. Think about it, okay? Look, we are the temple. All right, for somebody out there, they need to focus on a non-app. Okay, Jenny, you know what's up. Okay, and what's important, do you have community? You got community, Jenny? I hope you have community because some people need to focus on non apps. Some folks have really great ideas. Maybe they want to organize something or do something. We need to learn more about Substack, Patreon. They need to be treating themselves like royalty. So, thinking about these spaces as your domain. So, look, Jenny got community. I hope that you got community because that's what we're going to need moving forward. No matter if we're building a farm, we're building a business, we're building a life, we need community. I am loving this word today. This word that is coming is right on point. All right. So the next word that came out was immaterial equals non-stuff. Okay, whoever is on the line right now, I think Jenny's still here. You're a very smart person because now we're getting into the quantum physics. That's what I love about my oracle readings is that, oh, you're going to get everything. It is a all faiths reading and it's scientific. So if you don't know about quantum physics, you'll learn just a little bit if that's the energy of the reading. So the immaterial is non-stuff. I learned this from Deepak Chopra's work. So there's a book called Creating Affluence. Highly recommend the book. It's very slim. It has changed my life. I feel so abundant and affluent every day. And it's not just a feeling, it's a knowing. Because the moment that I want something, I declare it, I believe it already to be so, and then it happens. Like most recently, I got a bike. I said to my friend, I'm gonna get a bike. I'm gonna go shopping and like get a bike on Monday. And I was thinking I was gonna go on Facebook Marketplace, and then lo and behold, my friend was like, I got a bike in my garage. Do you want it? Like that is what my life is like. Is that what your life is like, Jenny? Does that happen to you on the regular? It's like when we allow ourselves to focus more on the immaterial and the stuff that is non-stuff, that's real manifestation. People be talking about like, oh, I manifested, I thought about. You have to spend more time in meditation, more time in prayer, more time in the energy of the divine in order to receive the gifts from the divine. Does that make sense? You spend more time in the non stuff, more time in the non material, and you'll get more material because everything is in harmony and everything is always correlated because that is how science works. All right. A black woman in America. Somebody, not just me, but somebody watching is a black woman in America. I don't know who is. I don't know. I can't see a picture, Jenny. Are you a black woman in America? Or somebody needs to befriend someone that's a black woman in America. All I got to say is that black women in America, first off, rare gems. Rare gems. Think about the pressure, the diamonds that are created through black women. And black women are ancestral for every bloodline. You're Hispanic though. Look, you in the melanin nation, okay? Like that's what we need to do. Melanin nation. Melanin nation. Let me write that down. And look, anytime a new word comes, look, Jenny, you inspired that. So I want to put you down as the inspiration. So we got melanin nation. I look, this is inspired by Jenny. And now when this card comes up, someone will be like Jenny is a really important name. I probably misspelled melanin. This is me doing these cards is me getting over like I always did really poorly with spelling in school. I don't know if someone else has had that issue. It is 8:42 on the clock. So there's a little bit of story time in here. The area of my wounding, me feeling uncomfortable with writing in front of people had became my blessing to others. I became a facilitator in corporate. I was writing on the board in front of people and I would misspell things all the time, but I had to get over it. I had to realize this ain't about me. This is all about the people. This is all about how we can be of service through our gifts. So, whatever your gift is, Jenny, just be of service through your gift and don't worry about the things you're uncomfortable with. Like, Jenny, I don't know if you know the story of Moses, But Moses was a stutterer and was so worried about stuttering that Moses almost fumbled the promise, almost fumbled the blessing. And my thing is, it's like Moses was like what, the quarterback of, like, in a way, like, was there in order to, like, I don't know a lot about football, so I might be wrong, but like really there to catch what God was throwing out. If Moses wasn't there, how would the people have made it? Now let me see if there's like a story that connects with that. So it's like Luke Skywalker. If Luke Skywalker decided to not catch the Force, what would have happened to the rebellion? Do you know Star Wars? What's a movie or a book that you like, Jenny? Because I'm like, I know that there's another way. There's only but so many stories that exist. And so that's how we communicate with each other, through stories. So I'm really into parables and ancient stories. We could think about Chronicles of Narnia. What's an epic famous story that you like? Whether it's Steph who just joined, hey Steph, or is Jenny. What is like an epic story? It could be Clueless. Like that's an epic story. I believe that's based on a Shakespeare play. I would say in Clueless, if Cher would have never realized that the love that she wanted was from herself, because this whole time she had been like trying to fix other people, but the love that Cher really wanted was the love from herself. And she started doing that. She was like working out, she was reading vocabulary, but she didn't realize by coaching and mentoring someone else, maybe someone should think about being a coach or a mentor, like by doing that, she was able to help herself. This goes back to one of the cards that we had earlier. We had like I'm worshiping by listening to you. Sometimes the best way to listen to yourself, and this is what I've learned, becoming a coach, becoming a guide, becoming a person that listens to other people, I've gotten better at listening to myself, and I've also gotten better at being concise and sharp and detailed and precise. There's certain notes that I just keep as post-its on my table, and when it aligns, I'll pull that note out. So I hope that was a lot of analogies. Okay, we went all the way up to Clueless, and that's my movie. That's my movie. So, Melanin Nation, stand up. The people of the global majority, stand up. It is our time. It is really, truly, truly our time, and we need to lean into our ancestral ways. If you don't know where your came from, like, child, you can write and weave together. If you were adopted, write and weave together what your origin story is. Okay? You can just write and weave it in for yourself. All right, we got just a few cards left. If you want to watch this full reading on repeat, it's on the YouTube. That's who else is watching this right now. All right, pleasure notes. All right, so pleasure notes it's a practice that I started doing after I read the book Pleasure Activism by Adrienne Maree Brown. So I highly recommend reading that book, Pleasure Activism by Adrienne Maree Brown. And the beauty of this book is that it helps you understand the importance of pleasure in your life. Whether it's eating a cookie really slow, drinking tea, walking barefoot in the grass, if it's spending time with your partner, spending time with your dog and that's all pleasure. And life is about feeling. So because life is about feeling, when we take note of what's bringing us pleasure, this becomes your cheat code. Whether it's a message from somebody, welcome, welcome, or it's a message that you channeled for yourself from the divine, from the universe, take note of it. Just start a note in your phone. I'm on my 25th pleasure note now. 25th. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. All right, as I said before, I'm going to leave my last 3 cards for or they're going to be completely on YouTube, the very last final 3 cards. So make sure that you go over to, yeah, the channel messages. It's in the Hey Elena, not in Full Studios. The Hey Elena, HeyElayna, Hey Elena on YouTube, and if you want to learn more about meditation, about different frameworks, I'll be doing that on the info studios. Ooh, ciao. Ooh, ciao. Thank you for rocking with me, Jenny. So this is the last one I'm going to be doing on live. It says time. The only timing I care about is divine timing. Kairos. Okay? This is the only timing that matters right now, is the divine timing. And I put Kairos there. And so this is a channel message. And what this means for the people that are here right now is that what you're doing right now is preparing yourself for the Kairos moment. Kairos comes from Greek. So the Greek believed in two types of time. They believed in Chronos and Kairos. So Chronos time is chronological time. Kairos time is divine timing. It's the big bang moment when opportunity met preparedness. So if you're preparing for something right now, know that your preparedness is like listening to your promise. I'm worshiping you by listening to you. Listen to your promise, because this was the very first card I pulled. You are still connected to the promise you made yourself. I just had a glitch on my on my monitor. It is 8:50 a.m. where I am. So 85. I was born at 85. Maybe someone in here, 85 means something to them. So you're still connected to the promise. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that you are connected to the promise. And because you are connected to the promise, be easier on yourself than you have been. Because every day you wake up is a new day. It's a new day. It's a day to give yourself grace. It's a day to realize that mercy is being extended to you from beyond. So that, I mean, that's it. Yeah, that should be everything that you need. Like, Jenny, did that resonate? That's what I want to know. Did this resonate? I hope it did. I'm going to have this completed on my YouTube. I'm going to finish the reading, and I appreciate you coming through. I'm so glad it made sense, Jenny. Thank you for coming through. Make sure that you follow. I will be posting here on my Info Studios and on my Hey Elena page on Instagram and on TikTok and on YouTube a reminder about this recording that I have on YouTube that I'm doing right now. So got the final 3 cards left. I'll see you there. Thank you for joining today. Be blessed, okay? Be well and love yourself. Love yourself. Yes, thank you so much. I receive a good day. Yes, it's gonna be a good day. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, so good. So good. All right. We finished the live. We have 41 plus one person who commented. That is 42. My numbers are showing up everywhere. 42 for whoever's watching this video. All right. So this card is boom, boom, boom. There's an elephant in the room. So this is a double entendre. There's either something that you're not talking about, or you're the big deal in the room. Okay? Do you realize you're the big elephant in the room? So it's something that needs to be talked about, or you're the big elephant in the room. Think about it. Think about it. All right. Our next card is I walk around loving in the midst of my trauma. Woo! I walk around loving in the midst of my trauma. There's somebody out there that needs to be reminded the power that exists in this. This is like charging your battery up. This is like taking yourself to the next level with the aid of the aid of the divine light, but as well taking stock. There's a song, taking stock of what I have and what I haven't. What do I find? I think they came from Annie Get Your Gun. That's important to somebody. Get your gun. That's important to somebody. So look, keep loving, especially loving yourself in the midst of your trauma. All right. And now we have, and I love me. and I love me. This is the last card. This was like a whole poem. This was a whole poem. And for it to end at the end with, and I love me. Let that be this is the mantra for this week, okay? This is the mantra here. This is the mantra. And I love me. I am setting this boundary and I love me. I am eating that salad and I love me. I am going for that bike ride and I love me. I'm applying for that job and I love me. And I love me. And I love me. I can love you and I can love me. There is enough love. And the way you feel more love is by loving yourself. So be well and love yourself. Make sure that you subscribe. You can send me a message below if you want to get your own personal oracle reading. Um, yeah, this is okay. I heard 5-5. So your own oracle reading. Are we doing, is this 15 minutes or 30 minutes? Like, look, this is me coming up with a product right on the spot. So I'm writing in $55 oracle reading. I think that must be for 15 minutes. Oracle reading. That's got to be for 15 minutes. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it is 8:55 on the clock. Stop. Okay, I do not have my coin. That's usually what I use. So let's just see what it says in the deck, okay? Let's just see what it says in the deck. I can possibly let me see if I can get an idea of how many minutes y'all are gonna get for $55. And we like I'm just gonna do as I'm told. Do as I'm told. So what do I need to know about this $55 offer? This $55 offer. Let's talk to the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, come and lay your arms. Okay, it is not really coming out. So let me get back to the full deck. This is only 3 days of channeled messages. So I'm really interested to see what it looks like. Woo! Once I get just more and more, it's just I'm gonna be told to do what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna look at this one. This is what your ancestors lived for. What did my ancestors live for? For me to get paid $55 for 15 minutes. This is what it's about. We step into the abundance, okay? And so just to keep things fair, I do give 15-minute complimentary strategy calls. So if you don't have $55, you can still call me and then we'll talk for 15 minutes. I'm not going to pull no cards, but we will talk and it'll be a strategy on either how you can your next 3 steps forward, or if there is a program that I have that can support you. Be well and love yourself. See y'all in the future, in the future, in the future.